Thank you to Arden Wolfsky for your generous support on Patreon. A few more goddamn hours later, the bell rings, announcing the end of the day's last period. Those who are free immediately rush to their clubs or homes after a few more words from our teacher. However, certain unlucky few have to hang around for a little while longer to perform certain bothersome, undesirable tasks. The daily cleanup. And now, today of all days, when I most want to rush out of this classroom and seek Keisuke out immediately, turns out to also be one of the days where I am chosen. If this is not the biggest middle finger from the universe, I don't know what else would qualify. It's not a middle finger from the universe, it's the middle finger from your author. Oh, for fucking Jinichiro. Yo, what you doing? Not now, I'm trying to get this done so I can leave soon. I can see that. Stop rushing. You're gonna end up making more work for others. It's cleaning. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to bonk. For fuck's sake! See what I tell you? While I was rushing to try and pick up the garbage bag after emptying the dust chute in it, I accidentally kneed the can and knocked it over, spilling out a bunch of dust, empty wrappers, plastic containers, cans, and among others. Just say trash! God damn it, I don't have time for this kind of thing! Hurry up, I'm just about done and on my end too, and I am not picking up after the mess you made. Come on, a little help wouldn't hurt. Just grab the broom and wipe off all the mess stuff back up into the can. Stop being lazy. I know this is my fault, but still you can be nicer about it. Just hurry up, Benjamin. I don't want to run the risk of Keisuke skipping out on practice to avoid me and then losing out on the chance to talk to him. It's not like he needs the club in the first place. He could get himself a private coach if he wanted to. Even after what happened with his family recently, I doubt they'd deny him something like that. If he really wants to avoid me, the only place where I have any chance of talking to him is at school. Which means I really have to worry. There, I'm done. I'm going now. But how are you done before me? Hey, what the fuck? As soon as I'm done, I grab my bag and run out the door as fast as I can. The upsides of being fit is that even after running all the way here in record time, I haven't even broken a sweat. Must be nice! I can't even walk from this desk to the bathroom, which is like 3 yards away without fucking running out of breath. God damn it, my body sucks. Now, where is Keisuke? I don't see him around anywhere. Oh no. Getting here almost 20 minutes late means most guys have cleared off of the locker room by now. I should keep that in mind. That way I won't have to keep huddling up against a corner to avoid seeing half-naked men. Still, focus. Focus! If he's not in here, he will either have gotten changed and headed inside, or he'll have gone home. Which is it? Okay. Just look. Not here, not there, not there. Oh, am I driving myself insane if I keep going like this? But screw it! Senpai. Who'd have thought? Wow! Oh, hey. There he is. There's the man. The sound of a voice calling out from behind me nearly gives me a heart attack, made me jump forward and nearly causing me to crash into a nearby bench. I spin around to see who it is. I see Keisuke, standing in front of me with the most bewildered look on his face, racket in hand and a towel over his shoulder. Keisuke! At the risk of regretting asking in the first place, why are you running around like some sort of lunatic? You have a really deranged look on your face. I was looking for you! For me? Why would you ever need to look like a total nutcase while looking for me? I thought... What? Keisuke. Oh, he's crying. Hey, what's going on here? But why are you crying all of a sudden? The feeling of relief I feel from just having him standing in front of me right now, talking to me like nothing happened. So overwhelming that the tears begin to well up before I even know what's happening. God damn it. Here! Keisuke throws something at me. Probably the towel. Takes me a moment for my brain to catch up and realize he's just covered my head with his towel, obfuscating my vision. Come with me. Grabs me by the wrist, leading me away somewhere that I can't recognize. Why? Just fucking take the towel off. What's going on? We're in the locker room? Of course. I wasn't going to let you cry in the middle of the courts where everyone could see. You'd be teased relentlessly for that, because everyone's an asshole. Oh, that's nice of you. Seriously, Benjamin, what's the matter? I got so relieved when I saw you were still here. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? I can't say. You can't say? You break down in tears at the mere sight of me, and you can't tell me what that was about? If he doesn't know what I'm talking about, that means Alexander hasn't said anything to him. If that's the case, me saying something now could actually be the catalyst that causes everything to come crashing down. Benjamin, I recognize that look on your face. What's going on in that pretty little head of yours? Oh, he called it pretty. It's not. Don't tell me it's nothing when you've basically burst into tears in public. Your eyes are crazy red. Benjamin. Okay. I'll tell you. Just don't use that tone with me, please. Then talk to me. What's going on? Are you okay? I'm not really. I thought for sure you were avoiding me. Hang on, what? Why would you... Oh. Wait a minute. Did Alex say something to you? Why would you... God damn it. So he did. What do you mean? Alex talked to me last night. About you and me. There's music playing, but I can't hear it. What is it? Let me hear. Ooh. It's a serious hum. Oh, fuck. Alex talked to me last night. About you and me. Oh, no. So he actually did talk to him? So I am screwed. But wait, Keisuke hung around even despite that? And he was also the one that talked to me first. Crap, now I'm all confused. Quit looking like you've seen a ghost. You shouldn't be surprised about that. What exactly did he say to you? A lot of things, actually. He kept going on and on about it too. I just wanted for it to end. The gist of it was that he noticed my bruise. Guess when you're paid to be thorough and observant, you get pretty good at it, huh? Either way, he told me that it was a mistake to trust you, that abusive people don't change, that I shouldn't subject myself to this. The list goes on. Oh. And are you seriously asking me that? I'm here talking to you, aren't I? But you didn't even consider it? Of course not. Alex is nuts if he thought for a second that I would go along with it in the first place. Like I'm gonna ruin what I have with you because of something stupid like that. I just regret that I didn't think to ask him whether or not he'd said anything to you already. Whatever it is he said or did, you can ignore it. And I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. You can be sure I'll chew him out for it later. Don't call it that. Don't say that. Huh? What, you don't want me to say anything to him? I mean, you had a guy the size of a truck talking to you about something like this. You must have been scared, right? I was, but that's not the point. I'm afraid I don't follow. Don't call what happened something stupid. That's not right. Huh? But it was stupid. No, it wasn't. I hit you. How could that ever be stupid? It's not like I didn't deserve... Stop! Stop saying you deserved it! Benjamin, you stop justifying it. It wasn't reason. There's nothing you could say that would have made you deserve what happened. It's not that big a deal. You don't have to cry over it. Keisuke reaches up, trying to touch my face with his right hand. Oh, Christ. You grab his wrist, not letting him go through with it. Hey, what are you doing? Listen to me. I am listening to you. I just wanted to wipe the tears from your face. You're not listening to me. You're making excuses and waving it off. All right. I'll hear you out without making excuses. Can you let go of my hand now? Sorry. And wipe your face. Your fur will get all matted. It was only a few tears. I'm It's not like I'm actively crying. Your fur will get stained regardless. My tears aren't made of ink. Still, I do as he says, wiping my face off the cuff of my jacket. Man, I nearly lost it 3 times already today. I'm way more sensitive than I thought. It's kind of scary. So, what is it that you wanted to say? You shouldn't make excuses for me. What I did was unacceptable. I should have never laid my hands on you like that. And yeah, maybe the way that Alexander talked to me about it was scary, and he shocked me awake. I was content to just let it slide because it was better than feeling bad about it, but that's not right. But it's not like it was a big deal. I was being a jerk to you for no reason, and you snapped me out of it. There are better ways to do that than clocking someone in the face. None that are as fast or efficient. Seriously? Are we actually talking about efficiency here? I get that you have a hard time not being practical sometimes, but it's really shocking that you'd be okay with this. What do you want me to say? It's not like this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It's not even in the top 10. Of course. I was raised for years in a place that, from what I've been told, seems to have been pretty abusive. Even if he's never gotten as far as being physically hurt, he's probably used to this kind of thing, which is terrible. Keisuke, this is not okay. Well-adjusted people in healthy relationships don't hit each other. It's not like we've ever gotten Saya-san any... It's not like we've ever given Saya-san any grief for it, so why are we drawing the line here? That's an excellent question, actually. First of all, neither of us is dating Saya. The level of broken trust between being hit by someone you're dating and someone you are not is very different. That's a flimsy excuse, but I keep him from interrupting me, wanting to at least finish my thoughts before he somehow finds another excuse to hop onto. Maybe we shouldn't accept it from her either. Wow, they're actually addressing it. Good. Holy shit. Because, yeah, I'm really not okay with the Saya stuff either. Really? I still find this whole thing silly. Saya-san never really hits us that hard. And she usually only does it when we insult her or get on her case. Either way, I don't mind it. So you're okay getting hit because of something you said. You're okay having to walk around on eggshells with someone, never knowing when they're going to blow up at you. That's not what I meant. Besides, what if we flipped the script here? What if it had been me that said something insensitive? Does that mean that you think it'd be okay to hit me? What? No, never. So why is it okay for me to do it? I hadn't really thought of it like that. Maybe that's the problem. Tell me, why is it that you say you'd never hit me? Isn't it obvious? It's because I care about you. I'd never want to hurt... Oh. Right. Good. Now it feels like we're getting somewhere. I appreciate that you care about me that much, but shouldn't the same go for me? Why do I get different standards applied to me? I don't know. I guess I'm just okay with it. I don't really care if you do it to me, but I know you'd care if I did it to you. That's not good, though. Please listen to yourself. You have to know just how bad that sounds. I guess. I was hoping for a little more of an emphatic agreement here, but baby steps, I guess. Besides, I don't want you to have that little voice in the back of your head telling you to be careful about what you say around me from now on. To be fair, I have that little voice around everyone. Sure, but do you usually have to worry about being hurt if you say the wrong thing around people? Better yet, around the people you trust? I do around Saya-san, but I'm guessing that you're going to say that that's bad too. Yeah, Saya really shouldn't be the right person to go to for advice on this. I suppose. You should never say that it's okay that I hit you or that you deserved to get hit. No one ever deserves to get hit. Unless they're a Nazi. I don't know. Oh, God. Why the fuck did I even... Anyway. And yes, before you try to come at me with some kind of, well, actually, argument, of course there are exceptions. Punch a Nazi, of course, but this is about as an extreme, not relevant to this situation. But unless you're being violent or threatening someone, you shouldn't get hit. You know me scarily well. I was about to say that, yeah. You're argumentative to a fault. It wasn't exactly hard to guess that you tried to disagree with me on that. Keisuke, I don't ever want you to accept that sort of thing from me or from anyone. You shouldn't be okay with getting hit. So, what? What do you want me to say here? Do you want me to say that what you've done is unforgivable and that I'm breaking up with you? What exactly do you expect to come out of this conversation? Of course I don't want that, but if... God, this is hard to say. But it needs to be said. I can't just think of what I want or what's best for me. I need to be honest. It's the only way I'll ever be able to live with myself. If you think that's what you have to do, then it's probably a good sign that you should. I don't want that. He answered so fast. I didn't realize how much of a relief it would be to have him answer it like that. He didn't even bat an eye. Well, it's because he didn't even consider it. Not considering something is not a sign of goodness. It's a sign of automatic responses, being trained. Does that mean you think you can forgive me? I want to say that there's nothing to forgive, but I'm pretty sure you'll be mad at me if I say that. A little bit. Look, Benjamin, I don't know. I don't really get this stuff. This isn't something I've ever had to think about before. I thought it was pretty normal. I've gotten hit lots of times by my personal tutors for being defiant or getting my answers wrong. Granted, it was being hit with a wooden stick or Harrison, not being punched. That's horrible. Not really. It taught me a thing or two about respect. You can't just say whatever you want to people and expect to get no retribution. The one that did it the most was my violin instructor. She would slap my hands with a wooden stick whenever I got something egregiously wrong. As far as I know, my father went through the same thing when he played piano. I knew our upbringings were very different, but I never thought it could be this bad. To be hit a bunch and have it be called discipline? I don't even know what to think. That's awful. That's inexcusable. It makes me sick. And the fact that I'm also someone who hit him for saying something I didn't like to hear also makes me sick. Please don't look at me like that. I didn't say this to you so that you could feel sorry for me. My point is just that I don't really know what you want here. You say that this kind of thing is bad or wrong, but I never really thought about it like that. It's normal to me. Of course, I would never want to hit someone myself, but I'm used to it happening to me. I've been told over and over that if it happens, it's because I did something to deserve it. So when you hit me, it was like a shock to my system. It made me stop and think about what I was doing and why I was wrong. When I realized, my first thought was, yeah, of course, no wonder this happened. With that in mind, I can see how he turned out like that. But at the end of the day, it's still so sad that he was basically trained to accept this sort of thing. It makes me sad to think of a little child Keisuke having to go through that all alone. In a house that he's not comfortable with and surrounded by people he can't trust. It's heartbreaking to think about it. You're looking at me like that again. Sorry. If you say that this is wrong and that it shouldn't happen, if you're this serious about it, then I have no choice but to believe you. But even then, I don't really know what to feel about what happened right this moment. I can't say that I'm mad at you, or that I will struggle to forgive it. I'd be lying to you if I did that, and that's not something I want to do. But I'll think about it. There's nothing more I can offer, though. I don't know what I can tell you to make you feel better about what happened. It's not your job to make me feel better about what happened. I'm the one who messed up. It's not the victim's job to make the assailant feel better. Ugh, please do not refer to us like that. It makes my skin crawl. Noted. Keisuke takes a deep breath, leaning back against a nearby locker and exhaling. With the tension slowly leaving my body, my legs begin to wobble more and more. I eventually sit down at a bench to avoid falling on my ass. I relate to this pretty heavily. I was raised with a very specific set of expectations and with a very specific unhealthy set of consequences. And I continue to struggle to try to avoid feeling like that's normal or to be expected. It's automatic. It's hard to break out of that shit. I haven't lived in my hometown for 10 years now. I'm 26 now. So it's been 10 years since I moved out of my hometown, and I still have nightmares about the house I used to live in, about the people I used to live around and with at times, and every day there's something that dates back to that makes living now still hard, and I'm fortunate. I'm not dealing with it alone, but it doesn't make it easy. Anyway, with the tension slowly leaving my body, I already said all that. The two of us hang around in this kind of uncertain limbo, neither of us saying anything for what feels like several minutes at first. Eventually, Keisuke clears his throat, drawing my attention back to him. So, where does this leave us? I don't know. Do you think we should break up? I wouldn't want that, no. But you still maintain that what you did was awful. Yeah. Okay. We'll just have to feel out where we go from here. Nothing else we can do about it. So, you trust me? You trust me to never do something like that again? If you say you won't, then I believe you. Well, sure, but I don't think I've ever given you a reason to believe I would do it in the first time I did. And I still ended up hitting. That is true. I don't want you to make this kind of decision lightly. You say that, but at the same time, it feels like you're telling me what I should be feeling. Sorry. Who knows? Maybe I am wrong. I guess if both you and Alex are saying the same thing, then it's bound to be true. Actually, now that I think about it, I never did get hit by any instructors or anyone else when Alex was around. It always happened when he wasn't nearby. Maybe that's why it became a lot less frequent after he got hired. Hooray for that. Either way, I'll have a lot to think through, but I still think things should stay as they are between us. You sure? Yeah. I don't want to ruin our relationship just because of it, and you looked pretty horrified about it ever since it happened. Hell, you went through this much trouble just to convince me that you were in the wrong. I don't think you'd do that again if you were the kind of person who'd want to hit me again. Of course I don't want to do that. Great. Then we're good. You're being so casual about this makes me worried that the full gravity of our conversation didn't stick. It did stick. And please don't try to say the whole thing to me again. I already had to hear an earful from Alex going on and on about it. I'll leave you alone in the locker room to go practice. Fair. How about this? I was taught a good bit of self-defense from Alex for a few years. If you ever want to try to hit me again, I'm pretty confident I could beat the crap out of you. Would that work? Oh, sure. It sounds great. Oh, no. Am I going to have to be the scared one from now on? God, please don't look like that. I'm obviously joking. Not a good joke. I disagree. It was hilarious, and you had it coming. And don't you dare get on my case for saying so. I wasn't about to. Good boy. Don't call me that. It's demeaning. All right. I won't do that anymore. This whole thing is so weird. This is not the kind of conversation I ever thought I would have, but I feel so good for having had it. I guess it's a good thing you aren't showing the fucking claw marks in your skin. Oh boy. Not that it completely fixes all my concerns, but I don't think I can take much more of it right now. Man, now all that dread and panic I was feeling since yesterday is going away, I'm starting to feel really zonked out. How come? I didn't sleep at all last night. What? You never messaged me after you left, and I was terrified that Alex was talking to you. I thought for sure you would break up with me. You give me way too little credit. No, I'm just actually aware of the severity of the situation. Not that I can say that out loud. I meant to text you last night. I really did. As soon as we got to Alex's place, he started lecturing me about you. By the time we were done, it was already past 1 a.m. My phone was dead. It didn't have a charger compatible with it, and there was no store open where I could buy one. 1 a.m.? The sun hadn't finished setting when you guys left. Now do you understand what I meant when I said he kept going on and on about it? Jesus, I get that the situation was bad, but this is so excessive. I know he was doing his job, but damn. Tell me about it. My phone is still out of battery. Tell the truth, I was going to pretend like that conversation never happened and ask to spend the night at your place again. I'd be able to charge my phone there. Really? You want me for my charger? That's cold. Really not what you should be focusing on here. Right. Sorry. My point is that I wanted to spend time with you. I didn't want you to know what Alex said to me, since I knew that would just make you feel even more guilty. Didn't you just say not 5 minutes ago that you didn't want to lie to me? Lie of omission is not a lie. It's literally called a lie of omission. It's the word lie is in there. Yes, it is. Fucking there it is. It's in the name. Lie of omission. I refuse. You can't refuse a fact. Apparently you can, unfortunately. Ugh. Oh, wow. I'm actually factually correct in an argument with Keisuke. This is rare. Gotta make sure I savor this moment for as long as I can. Wipe the smug grin off your face. No one likes a gloater. Disagree. Ugh. You're an idiot. And you like me. What does that say about you? That I could do better? But that was uncalled for. Poke the hornet's nest, you get stung. That's basic knowledge, my friend. What did you just say about gloating? That it's cool and I should totally do it. I hate you. No, you don't. You've not heard the last of me yet, Keisuke Urashihara. I will have my revenge. Anyway, I guess my point before getting sidetracked was that I want to spend the night at your place. Is that okay? Of course it's okay. You don't even have to ask. Of course I do. It's the polite thing to do. Ow, my foot! I just kicked the goddamn box. What about Alexander, though? Will he let you? Let me? I'm his boss, not the other way around. He doesn't tell me what to do. If I tell him that I trust you and he's not allowed to say or do anything to you about it anymore, he's got no choice but to oblige. I don't think the guy who showed up in the middle of a suspension to escort you to school and threaten me is going to care all that much about being ordered not to do his job. Maybe, just maybe, we might want to think this through a little bit more. Huh? Wait, how come? I don't want to just come out and say that his plan is naive, but his plan is naive. Maybe we could convince him that I'm safe? Maybe that would work better. Really? That's your bright idea? You were so naive. Excuse you? It's better than just hoping he'll forgive and forget. Oh, trust me, he won't forgive and forget. He probably won't trust you for a good long while. It's all good, though. You don't have to worry about it. That is a very strange definition of good you have there. Time to start worrying about a potential knife finding its way into my back when I'm not looking. Don't be overdramatic. He'd never do that. Sure, after what happened to my shoulder, I totally believe that. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. Your shoulder. Oh, crap. Alexander didn't tell him that part, did he? Why'd you get quiet all of a sudden? What's this about your shoulder? It's, you see, the thing about shoulders, is that none of that. Don't you start trying to talk circles around me, just spill. Well, Alex might have hurt my shoulder a little bit when he gave me that talk. He did what? I'm cramming my foot further and further down the hole, aren't I? It wasn't too bad. He just gripped it really tight, kind of punctured the skin a little bit with his claws. There was minimal bleeding. Bleeding? Show me! It's cool. You can't even see it anymore. Like I said, it wasn't anything too serious. Just stung a bit. Kind of stained my shirt. Wait, you put your school jacket on by the time I left the shower yesterday, was that? Yeah, I didn't want you to see the stains on my shirt. Not only would you worry, there'd also be no way for me to explain that without telling you about Alexander. I'll need to have a really serious conversation with Alex as soon as we leave school today. Whoa, let's not be too hasty. You're fine. You're not going to get in trouble for telling on him or anything. Are you sure about that? Because up until now, you didn't think he'd do anything to hurt me either. Come on, let's get you out of here. Out of here? Yeah, you're exhausted, aren't you? You said it yourself that you got no sleep last night. Let's get you home before you end up getting sick or something. I'm okay. Besides, you can't miss practice just because of me. Why not? As far as I'm concerned, making sure you're taken care of is yourself. Why not? As far as I'm concerned, making sure you're taking care of yourself is more important than a day's practice. Not to mention that Alex would never foresee my skipping practice for any reason. If you're so worried about facing him, leaving now would be the best way to avoid him, wouldn't you agree? Okay, that actually makes sense when I think about it. Wouldn't he be upset that you left school without telling him? Oh, please. I slip away from him all the time, remember? And he gets on your case for doing it each and every time. You used to pay him for having to put up with you doing that. Never mind, I'm too exhausted to care. Okay. I don't think I'm in a position to argue. Good. Come on, you can lean on me for support if you need to. I'm tired, not hurt or sick. Well, I've never had to care for someone before. I'm not familiar with the protocol. There's no protocol to this, you dummy. Stop saying weird things. Dummy, huh? It's not like I'm going to call you something actually bad for not knowing something. You're still trying your best. How thoughtful of you. Now, if you could be so kind as to give me a minute, I'll go head back inside to grab my things, let them know I'll be leaving early today to help you out. Please don't tell Sayat-chan. She'll probably head outside to nag me about not sleeping last night or something. I wasn't planning to. I'll be right back. I watch silently as Keisuke walks out of the locker room. As soon as he leaves, all the conflicting emotions that I've been feeling since yesterday come back to hit me in full force, leaving me glad that I'm already sitting down. In particular, the exhaustion catches up to me right away. I guess I've been so worried all day that I didn't have time to feel properly tired. Still, I don't even care. I'd rather feel all woozy than have to worry for even a second more about what's going to happen to us. It's such a relief to know I didn't screw things up beyond fixing. Not that I'm completely out of the woods yet. No matter what Keisuke says, I don't know if I buy that Alexander won't be a problem going forward. The dude really doesn't like me much right now. Not that I don't blame him. Not that I blame him. In fact, he's probably 100% right, at least from his point of view. I'll just have to do better and prove to him that I do deserve his trust. I just hope he doesn't kill me before then.